Hello, fellow Americans. This is Laud Bills, and I'm here from the Big Bad Business Party. Today, I want to be telling you about the Big Bad Business Party. The party is firmly based upon acquiring currency and hoarding it for individual and federal gain. We believe that the success of our nation lies in achieving financial superiority on a global scale. Our policies are made to support the upper class because the power lies in excessive wealth, and with money, anything is possible. One of our first topics of discussion is national defense. On the issue of military funding, we believe that our armed forces should be supported, but spending should not be too excessive. The nation needs to be protected, especially in times like this, from attacks on the home front. In a worst-case scenario, war on our own soil would cost the country billions of dollars in damage, and we cannot afford a situation like that to ever occur. However, we do not intend on overpaying for unnecessary improvements. On to another topic, which is international relations. The BBB, or the Big Bad Business Party, believes on keeping and establishing strong international relationships. The main reason behind this being that the increased involvement with other nations opens up new markets and trade opportunities for the United States. The financial benefits of international trade are immense. For one, as long as we follow a simple agenda of exporting more goods than we import, we will gain significant profit. On to another topic of discussion, which is criminal law. In the field of criminal law, the big bad business feels that less people should be in jail because simply we do not have enough space in prison. And we believe that the death penalty should be a case for major offenses and fines without jail time for minor offenses. This policy would be more financially sufficient because the government and its citizens would spend less money supporting the people in jail. And the next topic of the environment. Our party's stance on the environment protection does not have any concern with the availability of natural resources. We see that there is no need to preserve our nation's environment. Parks and wildlife protection agencies are useless and simple waste of our citizens' tax money. They mean nothing on the big scheme of running a successful and prosperous nation, and presently distract from it. All funding would be cut drastically or completely for these agencies, and our money could be put towards something more important. And then on to healthcare, another important subject. The BBB firmly believes in continuing the privatization of healthcare. In the view of healthcare reform, we understand that the current system is overloaded with problems and they need to be resolved. With this in mind, we cannot increase government involvement in healthcare. Along with other concerns, the main reason behind this view is the immense increase in government spending, and that would take place by the time the new system is fully implemented. According to the Senator Chuck Grassley, it would add about $2 trillion to spending if the reform bill was to pass, and we simply just cannot waste that money. And now on to another important topic that most people want to know, and that is taxation. On the issue of taxation, the party favors a constant percentage of taxes taken from the citizens. The party feels that the more money is key to the success, and that the more money the government has, the more they can spend on methods to take additional money. If there is a constant percentage of income tax, each citizen will be contributing as much money as possible relative to how much they make. The idea of the system is that those who make more money contribute more, and those who make less contribute less. This allows the economy to rely heavily on the wealthy and less on the people who are unable to support it. And then we have the topic of immigration. The big bad business believes that the government should accumulate a lot of money and spend less than it makes. This is why immigration will not be looked down upon, due to the decreased wages that the employers can pay foreigners. This will save billions of dollars a year and will once again support the goal of allowing the government to become financially bloated. Now we have our government programs. The big bad business stance on other governmental programs is that there should be major cuts on the present amount of programs. Studies show that over 200 billion could be saved in the next decade by simply cutting programs that overlap or have the exact same purpose. For example, the present government pays 78 programs that all have the sole purpose of aiding small businesses. We simply cannot have this. You know, we are big, we are bad, and we mean business.